What's happening, everybody? Of course, it's Brink Young coming straight out of the South Memphis slums, host of Brink TV on Comcast, host of Brink Radio on 96.3 FM. I'm kicking it with Cut the Malarkey right now, and we finna cut the Malarkey on this episode.
From Black Haven to Orange Mound, East Memphis and downtown, North Memphis, South Memphis, and Riverside. Big Memphis, we live. This is Cut the Malarkey Radio on Bumpin' 96.3 FM.
Yes, sir. We are back in the building. It's Cut the Malarkey Radio, man. I'm D3L217. I'm here with Black Haven, Mon, and Maine. The living legend himself, Brink in the building. He right there. He looking around. Yes, sir.
I'm looking for him.
Yes,
man, want to be humble. My boy want to be humble. Man, don't be humble, man. Pop.
Hey, you got to get these flowers, you know what I'm saying? Because
I can't say pop your on the radio, but hey, you know what I mean?
All you got to do is tell me to pop it. What's happening, everybody? Of course, it's Brink Young coming straight out of the South Memphis slums, host of Brink TV on Comcast, host of Brink Radio on 96.3 FM. I'm kicking it with Cut the Malarkey right now, and we finna cut the Malarkey on this episode.
yes, sir.
Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Let's just flip everything, though. Let's just flip it
They
over.
gonna tear something up. Watch out, man.
You hear me?
Watch out. Look, we definitely wanted to have you on, like we said, man. In our eyes, we look up to you because you're one of the best interviewers, you know what I'm saying, that we have had the pleasure of listening to and watching over the years, man.
Thank you.
That's right. So I wanted to wait till we actually started recording. I know we kicking before we started recording, but I've let D3L know and Papa Lokiano know that all my interviewing skills I got from you. Going back
Wow.
to I put that on everything. I ain't trying to deride or none of it. It's the truth. It's the truth. I let them know that. I went back, looked at your old interviews, told them how composed you was, how ready you was, how prepared you was, and that's how we honed our interviewing skills by
sure.
watching you and emulating you. So we want to give you your flowers. Thank you, bro.
Hey, I really appreciate that. I'm kind of embarrassed y'all watch my old stuff. I can't even watch my old stuff.
Oh man, you don't know. Like I just told my son that the grind is the best part of it. You know, the evolution. Cause back then, I remember you going back seeing the little small face Brink, the small Brink, look kind of timid, nervous. Man, none of that down. But that's where like you said, like you can't watch it. Like I can't go. We look at our Project Pat interview. We were so nervous and starstruck that we couldn't even like do and act how we wanted to act. But it was still a good interview.
But that's legendary. Y'all interviewed Project Pat. I haven't even done that yet. So my hat's off to y'all, man. Like seriously.
Man, we appreciate it, man. Hey,
We don't deserve it.
But they say we're not worthy.
We're not worthy. So,
bro.
all right. So, like we said, man, we're gonna toot your horn a little bit more. You know what I mean? You a 14-time award winner, bro. I wanna know. I really wanna know. You just won. I think your recent award was the Media Personality of the Year.
Yes,
Memphis
sir.
Hip Hop Awards won. Congratulate you on that.
Thank you.
yes, sir.
I want to know personally, is that something that you strive for the accolades and the praise and the recognition?
In the beginning, no. I just wanted to make a difference in this city. I saw a void. I saw a big opening because obviously you see K97, High 107, see the news channels. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So I felt like there wasn't any representation for urban media, urban independent media. I didn't go to school for this. I don't have a journalism degree. I just learned watching Arsenio Hall, watching Tavis Smiley, watching Howard Cosell, watching Jim Ross. Like, I learned the hard way. So when I came in, I really wanted to make a difference. But once I started getting my footing, once I started making a name for myself, that's when I was like, okay, now it's time for the accolades. Now it's time for the money, and all of the above.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear you say that because we was stuck in the spot where we was like, man, we doing this, we spending money. We in the hole. We love doing this, what we supposed to do, but that just lets us know that, hey, you got to grind for you shine, man. You got to grind.
I was in the hole for the first 2 years. When I first got on Comcast, man, it was. I told the producers who I had at the time. That's why I say thank God for Tina Tips.
Shout out to Tina.
Shout
The
out.
producers I had at the time, man, they was busting my head. They had me and they had Thaddeus Matthews, and obviously I was fresh and new. I wasn't able to pay it. I was paying for this stuff out of pocket with my day job at the time. And then I was about 8 months in, and I told the producers, I said, look, if I continue at this rate, it's going to be career suicide. So at that point, that's when they was like, well, what can you pay? And I'm like, nah, it's too late. Because, I mean, obviously I buy airtime. You know, that's a part of this grind. But got with Tina Tilton. She had a situation, well, still has a situation with Comcast. Got me an even better deal, even better situation. And man, like I say, about 2 years later, that's when I finally started turning a profit. I made my way out of that hole.
Man, you just gave us hope. You gave us
Man. Hey. But look, you know what I'm saying? One thing I know though, like you said, Mon, you know what I'm saying? We love doing it, and it's all for the love. And like you said, Brink, it was the absence of having somebody representing, you know what I'm saying, us out there in the media. So, man, it's just it's the love of it. So it the way I see it is, you know what I'm saying, right now we investing in us. So because
You have to.
yeah,
You have to. I'm gonna be honest, because it's called paying dues, and the root word of paying dues is paying. You gotta spend money. You gotta build your brand. You have to build your following. And all of that costs money. All of it.
yeah.
That's right, bro.
You have had hundreds, man, of incredible interviews. Man, ranging from Elise Neal, Crunchy Black, man.
Crunchy Black, my favorite, by the way.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Crunchy.
With the Crunchy Black.
Shout out to Crunchy, man.
Man, you had Big Boogie. Shoot, man, you even had what's the name? Monroe Sweets. Man, you had some interviews.
Yeah.
Out of all the ones you got, man, what's the wildest one? What's the wildest one that just like, man, that particular day was just, you know what I'm saying, that interview was just off the chain.
Definitely gonna be Crunchy Black, the first one, and I'm gonna tell you why. I believe that was 2022. I ran into Crunchy Black, spoke to him about doing an interview on the show. I didn't know Crunchy Black charged for interviews. I honestly didn't know that. And he was like, you know what? Since you're from the city, I'm gonna show you love. I'm gonna come through. This was around the time of Memphis in May. 3-6 Mafia was performing at Memphis in May. He said, I don't know what time I'm gonna be at your spot, but I know we go on stage at 11. So after our performance, I'll be there. Man, don't you know I went to my studio about 10. I was getting everything set up. I was so excited. Crunchy Black was actually the first celebrity I ever interviewed back in 2009. So I was so excited to finally get this on the Brink TV platform. And Crunchy no-showed. I didn't hear back from Crunchy for a very long time. The next time I saw Crunchy Black, he apologized to me for that. He said that he was on BS, my bad, let me make up for it. He came and did that interview. He apologized on the interview, and that went on to be my biggest, most highest viewed interview of 2023.
Oh, that's what's
You don't know how much joy that just went through my body. Like I know it was in the past. I'm just being real. I'm gonna be real. Like it was, you know, that joy that comes to your eyes. You know what I mean?
The little twinkle.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking about how
he had the twinkle.
No, I'm gonna be real. Like D Terrell, let's put it in perspective, because we got the great Brink Young here. Let's put it in perspective, right?
Go ahead.
When we first got the first interview with Pat, mind you, this is our first interview that we putting on the radio. Pat, we was sitting waiting on Pat, bro. It wasn't number 6 minutes, and we thought he no-showed us. We were like, man, we knew we were too small for Pat, man. We knew Pat wasn't gonna come through, man. That's messed up. We finna talk bad about Pat, right? But when Pat,
Pat, bro.
No, I never talk bad about Pat.
I wasn't gonna talk bad about
Pat. But when he showed up, he came through. He showed us love, and he treated us like the interviews and the respect that came with it. We felt like we didn't even deserve that kind of respect. He still gave us that kind of. It was special to us. So to know that you went through that and he actually did show up, but came back as a man, stood on it and apologized and told you, and you actually got the biggest interview that you ever had, most views. That's amazing, bro. I know the feeling.
Yeah, man, that was, like I say, the highest viewed interview I did in 2023, and there were even more residuals from that. Apparently, not Crunchy Black, but DJ Paul's people saw the interview, reached out to Crunchy, then reached out to Paul, and then Paul asked for the route number, sent them the bread, and Crunchy claimed he came back, did another interview, said, "Hey, Paul always did right by me, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Wait a minute, you mean to tell me coming on my platform helps you get your money?" He was like, "I didn't want to go to Vlad. I wanted to talk about that in-house business with somebody from the house."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's live. That's like, and that was on the second interview, right?
Right, correct.
Yeah,
correct.
That was the second interview.
Yeah,
man, I sat there, I watched those in their entirety, bro. That was very entertaining, very informative, especially as Memphians and fans of 3 6 Mafia. You know what I mean? You always want to know what's going on.
Definitely, man. And I'm gonna be honest, like it put me in a space because Crunchy was talking in a different manner about his group members, and I'm a humongous fan of all of them. So it's like, whoa.
Yeah,
you're saying something about Juicy J. I don't know how to respond to that because I'm a fan of Juicy J. I'm a fan of everybody in that group.
Yeah,
so,
right.
But the thing about being a journalist, the thing about being a good journalist, staying out of it. If they have any discrepancies or beef or whatever, let them tell their side of the story. Don't fuel it, don't egg it on, just stay out of it. Let them say whatever. That way you're not picking no sides. That way don't nobody run up on you with a black SUV and bust your head. It happens. It's Memphis. Never happened to me though.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, that makes complete sense. You know what I'm saying? Being a good journalist, taking it in, letting them, kind of speak their piece.
Hey, you let them speak their piece, and you won't rest in peace.
Man, come on, man. Put it on the shirt. Put it on the shirt.
Put it on the shirt.
Put them in a coffin.
Put them in a coffin. You pulled that one for the past, man. I can't remember where it came from, but I remember saying it all the time.
Yeah, there was a Vine star. He passed away last year. I think his name was Vaughn something from Chicago. But
I know you're talking about. He was heavyset man, heavyset black guy.
Slim had dreads. He'll walk up on somebody who had a bald head and say, "Michael Jordan."
I remember him.
I remember dude.
Yeah.
Like, rest in peace to that man, bro. Rest in peace, that brother. You give him my kids walk up to me now and smack my bald head and be like Michael Jordan. So, like, hey, thank you for a lifetime of misery, my boy.
Oh man.
Oh, bro.
That ain't funny. What, you laughing too hard, D. Terrell?
That's hilarious, bro.
It's not. It's not.
Look,
I was trying to
get
out.
You on a do-rag commercial.
Y'all trying
What's
to
up?
get out on us because we got bald heads? That's what y'all trying to do?
Hey, man.
You hear me?
Hey, man.
Y'all got waves.
I
and
don't
stuff
want
like
no quarrel with you, my boy.
Man. Nah, man.
No, he used quarrel. He want a quarrel.
Nah, man.
He want a quarrel,
I
Papa.
want all the smoke.
He want a quarrel.
All the smoke.
Man. So, what I do want to know, in the whole process, you know what I'm saying, of building your platform, what has been like the most important piece that you've noticed along the way?
My integrity. Like, me not getting on there faking the funk with these people. Like, being my authentic self. Not being a cartoon character, not being a groupie. I'm not friends with none of these people. I go in there, I do the interview, and I leave.
Yeah.
I need to. That's actually very, very good advice.
That's a great answer.
Cause that's like, you could find, like, I guess you could find yourself trying to maneuver your way into the guests, I guess, when you feel like they're doing you a favor. You know what I mean? But like Papi Luciano said a minute ago, he always told us, man, we cut the malarkey, bro. We cut the malarkey. You know our worth. You gotta know your worth. You gotta know your worth.
Exactly.
Know that they coming on our platform. They gotta, we shouldn't have to be into them.
And they won't little boy you when they see that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, man, these people get beside themselves. They'll treat you like a flunky. They'll treat you like you one of their entourage or something like that, like you a do boy. That's why, I'm just in there, out there like a bank job. Like, all right, what's your name? How you doing? All right, you ready to knock this down? All right, bet. And we done. That's it. Only person I'm really like actual true friends with, like in real life, probably like Zed Zilla. That's about it.
Zilla?
Shout out to Zed Zilla. Zed, my childhood.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Bump some Zilla, man.
You heard me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't really bought no Zilla in a minute.
That's what I'm saying.
know
It was,
what?
you know what I'm saying? It was.
It's about time to go back.
Add it to the playlist.
Said I'm finna go back.
It's about time to go back.
That boy finna, hey, just when you start bumping it, just know you got a day job, my boy. Don't be out here, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Turn into a whole nother dude.
Well,
You hear me? Bumping the cheese and dope.
hey, man.
Put the cheese and dope on. You feel like a whole gangster.
You hear me? Whole gangster. You feel me?
You got a day job, player.
What has been your biggest moment thus far?
Biggest moment. Let's see. I would say probably the biggest thing I always hang my hat on would be interviewing Nicki Minaj. That's like the number one. A lot of people like to talk about that, because it happened. You know what I'm saying? And it happened so early in my career. That was like my rookie year. And to be such a young, green, inexperienced person, to be blessed with that opportunity, that really helped me solidify my brand early on. So to me, that's my biggest moment. Other than that, I would say attending Essence Festival in 2015 is media. That to me was like powerful.
Mm.
I met a lot of people, I gained a lot of contacts, networked a lot, and to me, that's what made me a dog. Before, it's kind of like what you were saying earlier about, remember timid Brink, kind of, not knowing what to say, kind of nervous. That year or that event is what made me a man in media. I took everything by storm, and I just didn't look back. I mean, I've told this story several times. I'll go ahead and tell it briefly on y'all platform. They only had, I guess you would say, rooms or booths set up for the major media, Revolt, BET, so and such. The indie guys like us, they didn't have no room. So they basically told us to see if you could negotiate and borrow one of their rooms. Now, I'm not finna walk up to BET, me being from South Memphis, Brink TV, they never heard of, and say, hey, excuse me, I would like to interview this celebrity in your room. Can we do that? It's not gonna happen. What I did, I read the room, paid attention. Okay, you got BET, you got Revolt, you got Aspire TV. Well, I've never heard of Aspire TV. Looked in there, wasn't nobody in there. That became the Brink TV room.
You heard me.
Every time a celebrity came through there, they walked to that door. They say, hey, Aspire TV. I said, no, Brink TV, Comcast 31 Memphis. You got to talk fast because all they go hear is Comcast in Memphis.
Yeah.
They say, oh, well, I got Marvin's, what's his name? Marvin Sapp? Yeah, Marvin Sapp.
Marvin Sapp, yeah.
Sapp, Marvin. Because I was finna say C. Yeah. That's Candy looking, but I ain't in it. I think he's passed on. But
you hear me?
See, he grooving. He know
do it again. Do it again, Papa Loco. Do it again.
He know all about that. Yeah. I cleaned up what I messed up.
You hear me?
But so I started interviewing people in that room, and I commanded that room. And to me, like I said, that's what made me a dog. Like before that, I used to be like, hey, I wanted to know if we could do this and do that. And they say no. And then I'd be like, oh, well, hey, thank you for your time. But after that moment, I was like, hey, I want to know if we could do this. And they be like, no. And I'll be like, well, why not? And then I ask, well, what can we do? You got to be resilient, man. You got to be a shark. In these waters, nothing can stop a shark. Maybe the military or something like that, but you got to be a shark.
Yeah. Man.
I like that question.
That's
we can't do nothing. Why?
I'm telling you, that's a genius. Why not? Because that's a whole mindset shift. Mindset shift. You know what I'm saying? Because
you put them on the defense. Now they got to answer to you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a whole mindset shift. And man, I hope any aspiring media in Memphis, man, young people coming up, y'all listening to this, y'all pick that up because that's a gem.
He dropping gems.
That's a gem.
Now I do want to know this. A follow up with Papa Luciano's question with the Nicki Minaj, with the Nicki Minaj interview. Like you said, you was young. It was right when you was getting ready to get started. Do you, in some aspects, feel like, well, in some aspects, do you think that you should have got that probably now? Like, do you wish you could have had that interview now? You know what I mean?
I do. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. One thing I can say, man, back 2010, I thought I was in my prime. Wrong. The interviews I'm putting out now, the quality, I think this is the best I've ever conducted. For me to be getting deep down inside of people's life and dissecting their story and their music and their moments. Like, for instance, the Elise Neal interview that's going to be coming out April 28th, 7 p.m., 96.3 FM. Shameless.
Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Y'all better tune in.
You hear me?
On that interview, she talks about not getting the role as Foxy Cleopatra and Austin Powers Gold member. She was scheduled for that role. Beyonce found out about the role and wanted it and took it. She never told this story before. On my platform, it happened. So that's why I say, I feel like right now, a Nicki Minaj interview now,
he'll shoot you through the sky.
Lethal. I mean, a lot of the people who I've encountered in the past, and I'm glad you brought that up. Nobody's ever asked me anything like that. A lot of people that I've encountered in the past, like Megan Good or Chris Tucker and all of them. If we can run that back now, how aggressive I would be, how relentless I would be trying to secure an interview as opposed to just only doing a photo with them. Crazy.
I think that's where, like, personally, me, that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like, this is something that I love. Like, we should have did this when we was in college, back then when you started. That's when we really should have started, but, like, thank God we're doing it now, but that's kind of how I am. I can't speak for the brothers, but that's kind of how I am, where I kind of let it down easy. Like, I'm not shooting no shots at him. I ain't gonna even say his name. Ran into a comedian out here at a Chipotle. You know what I mean? And he was plugging for his show at Chuckles. You know what I mean? So I went up to him. I said, "Man, you look familiar." He said, "Yeah, I got a show at the Chuckles. Come to the house." He did his impression. I said, "Okay, well, you know, I got a radio show, man, right here in Memphis. You could come on, plug your show. Want to have you on? Probably ask you a couple questions." He told me no. I said, "Okay." He said, "Oh, you don't want to buy no tickets?" I said, "No. All right, I'll let you, bro." And I left. Now, I did get his information, but the thing is, I wasn't aggressive enough. Knowing that man out here trying to get some advertisement, he probably think I'm full of it. I don't know.
The contact face to face or like over social? So it was.
Yeah, face to face.
Did you at least get a photo with him?
No.
That's what can help you build a brand, regardless. You got to lead with something. See, I don't leave the house to come back home empty-handed. I just don't. It's just like back in the old days when the guy or the caveman leave the house, he coming back with dinner.
Yeah. You hear me?
Yeah.
Now it might not be the big buffalo, but I'm coming back with a whole bunch of chicken. So, hey, you got to get something, man.
Yeah. Squirrel or something.
See, that's why.
Squirrel
That's
or
why
something, bro.
we look up to Brink Young. God, see, look, hey man, Brink trying to be humble, and he man, look, man,
Squirrel or something, bro.
a squirrel, a couple bugs, some grass,
Look.
something.
Now,
Some bugs.
some bugs. I'm straight on the bugs, bro.
Y'all
Bro,
Man, you
you
better
hungry,
start
bro. You-
fishing. Yeah.
Eat some of
you a
that
net.
boneless. I apologize. Shit. I'm sorry. It just came out, man. It's for the radio.
Dog.
Bro.
And the funny thing is, they don't know what that means. We are within our radio parameters, right?
Oh, okay. Hey, what it is? Well, let's go, man.
Look. So, man, based off of just the artist alone, you know what I'm saying? The artist alone that you've interviewed, your playlist, your track list of what you bump on the daily, what you play on the daily, has got to be, you know what I'm saying? What's the big word everybody likes to use? Eclectic.
Eclectic.
What
I have
are you
never heard
playing?
that
What's
before.
eclectic? Yeah.
Eccentric.
What's on the playlist, man? What kind of music are you bumping right now?
Definitely my favorite artist, Young Dolph.
Man, rest out, man.
Dog.
Rest in peace, the flipper, man.
I promise, man. I'm bumping Dolph. I'm bumping old 50 Cent. That sounds weird, but I'm bumping.
No,
old.
I bump Get Rich or Die Trying to Massacre at least once every month.
Yeah,
Get
man.
Richard that trap for sure.
Yeah. Certain parts of the massacre. Because he went extra hard for the ladies on the massacre, and that kind
Oh
of
yeah.
threw me for a loop.
But you want to know something? I know we finna go left on this. I know he asked you a question. I want to know this. That man talked all that trash about Ja Rule back then, about him going for the ladies. You ain't nothing but a lady. Why you trying to act hard? You put out your first album, you real hard. The second one, you rubbing oil on your chest and all that. You know what I'm talking about? Candy shops and stuff. So, like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I feel you on that.
Hey, he did all of that so that he can build G Unit Studios in Shreveport. He crawled so he can walk.
I feel
what
you.
happened.
I feel you. It's just big. It's bumping though. I be bumping it though. I be bumping it though. Still, 20 years later, bumping it.
Yeah. But
What else you
yeah,
got?
50
Just
Cent,
those?
you know,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I ain't finished. That's pretty much, like I said, that's most of what I'm bumping. I'm listening to a lot of indie artists out of Memphis. You know, one of my favorite indie artists out of Memphis right now is this cat named Trippy Tribbett. He got this song called Jump and Slide. He actually got I Heart Memphis on the remix. Matter of fact, he performed at halftime of the Lakers Rockets game back in January in Houston. So he's like going super hard, man. So shout out to my guy Trippy Tribbett.
Man, shout out to him, man. Man,
sure.
keep grinding, bro. Keep grinding, brother.
Yeah, man.
So I want to know this, man. You know, you already had other platforms. You know what I mean? People like us, this really our first time like on something as wide scale as a radio station. You know, you on TV and you're on radio. So I want to know. You know, you had a big first year with bumping 96.3, man. You've been ringing bells. I want to know, man. What else you got for this year, man, or next year? What else you got planned?
Well, I feel like I got like a month and a half left in this year, you know, this radio rookie year. And I just want to go out with a bang. Like, the person who I've been trying to go hard in the paint to get, Glorilla. That's who I really want. I really want to interview Glorilla, like super bad. Why? Because I feel like somebody from the town will do her justice as far as an interview. And why not me?
I feel you on that.
That's who I've been pursuing like crazy. Like I'm sweating that girl. Like seriously. Shout out to her though. Like I played her new song Wannabe featuring Megan Thee Stallion. And I put it on my story on Instagram and she actually reposted it. So I feel like I'm getting closer, man. I'm really trying to get Glorilla because I feel like to have her say this is Glorilla and you listening to Brink Radio on 96.3 FM, I think that would do a lot for my brand as well as the station. I'm just trying to help build the station as well, man.
I feel the same way. Cause as a collective, bro, we all a family, bro. We all got the same goal, try to do the same thing. You know what I mean,
man. And one thing I like about you guys, not to cut you out, but one thing I like about you guys, man, how D Terrell hit me up, and we just locked in ever since. Like, it's a mutual respect, and that's what I like. Whenever people come knock on the front door, hey, my name is such and such, I got this, we're neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
You not the dude coming through the back door. Yeah, man, I'm finna take your spot. Know what I'm saying? I'm finna be. There's plenty of.
I got plenty of.
There's plenty of. Hey, we got a phone book full of names. Yellow pages. But like I say, you come in. Hey, I'm your neighbor. Hey, come in. Y'all want something to eat? Y'all want something to drink? I can show you how things work. I can show you what to stay away from. I don't mind. I have a wealth of knowledge. I've been doing this a long time. I don't mind sharing. I'm not a gatekeeper. I don't babysit the plug. Nah, bro. I'm going to teach you. I don't mind. It's all about building up Memphis. But, yeah, that's how I feel, man.
Yeah, man, I don't know how much they told you, but I'm a truck driver, if you see the background. Man, I be going all over, man, and I be handing out. I just only got our flyers right now, but it's got the Bumper logo all over the joint. And I be like, man, go to bumper963.com and listen to all that show. Man, listen to everybody, man. Man, folks be like, oh, man, I'm gonna go to it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And I know they go to it because they go to our website. So if they go to Bumper and they come over there, I can see it. And so I'm like, yeah, we really got people listening to the radio shows and stuff like that in Washington, California, and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, long as we can get them numbers up, man, we're gonna be all right.
That's a blessing, man. Can I campaign for something real quick?
Go ahead. Bro.
We're neighbors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
We're coworkers, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're on the same station, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be so dope if Bumpin' 96.3 did like a throwback summer jam type deal where we got Boosie, we got Juvenile, we got, you know what I'm saying? All of these different acts.
Man.
And we all a collective interviewing these people, hosting the show.
That
would
would put the station on the map. It'll put us in the talks. It'll put us in the talks with the K97s, the Hot 107s, the 101s, the 103s, the 107.5. It would put us in that same bracket, but it would be one of those things where it would have to be all of us to campaign, all of us as a collective, everybody.
So, Howard Q, if you're listening, and Tina Tilton, if you're listening, Steve Taylor, if you're listening, Alicia Vaughn, lovely Lisa, hey man, say man, Levita,
let's do it.
We need to get this popping.
Hey man, what you trying to do? Set Memphis on fire?
It's a girl in the hills, yeah. Let's get
popping. Man, I saw that.
Let's get this popping.
I'm telling you.
P. Let's get this popping, y'all playing, man.
Hey yo,
hey, man, y'all heard what that man said?
Come on, hey yo.
Y'all heard what that man said?
I'm telling you, bro, that would be so fire. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like we in that bracket, bro. Like we got those artists that just like transcend. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
People want to see these people, and you know what I'm saying? We a throwback station,
and it's a station we already spinning their music, so we have leverage.
Mm-hmm.
All we got to do is get the sponsorship.
Yep.
And then we gonna be in there slow motion for me.
Hear me?
Oh, I like that.
Man.
Oh, my bad. I forgot where
Shout
I
out
was.
to the director's rant.
I forgot where I was.
Shout out.
Thought I was at the college party with them again.
That man said, he said, I thought I was at the college party. I thought I was in
Cut the Malarkey, man. We usually ask the guests. You know, you live in you from the city, so you know.
Don't you take my question?
Go ahead,
bro. Don't you take my question?
Go ahead, bro.
Now you get another question, but don't you take my question?
I'm trying to get a bet. That's what I'm trying to do. He told me to be aggressive, so I was aggressive.
No, don't you take my question?
I'm gonna be my mic. Go ahead, bro.
I looked up so quick when he said we asked all our people. Were you from Memphis? This is a shirt, but whatever. Hey, but Brink.
Yes, sir.
So D Terrell already asked you his question. Black Harry Vermont was finna steal my question. But the main question, well, one of the main questions that we ask our guests when they come on is, say you go to LA 3 months, you come back to Memphis. What's one place you gotta stop to eat?
Me.
Yeah.
Go to LA 3 months. Come back to Memphis. One place I gotta stop to eat?
Mm-hmm.
Simple. It's a place over there on Porter Street in South Memphis called Porter Street Bistro. Man, they got this thing called the Bistro Burger. We talking about big ghetto burger with beef bacon on it. Mine. I'm about to eat my fingers. I'm hungry.
I'm trying to lose weight.
It's like one of them patties. You know what I'm saying? One of them thick joints where they just okay. Oh yeah, I got to slide through there.
I need to know: is the meat bigger than the bread?
Yeah.
When you pick it up, do it fall apart?
No, you worry about the wrong thing.
Oh yeah,
you probably got grease. When you got
it's
grease
onion,
coming down,
it's onion strings, like strings of onion, like shoestring onion. I ain't never seen nothing like it. It's like I take a bite of the burger, then I got shoestring onions just all on my, mine.
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
I'm gonna place an order.
The way we was just looking, imagining this burger, bro. We need help. Because I want y'all, when we watch this back, I want y'all to look at our faces, bro. We imagining this burger food.
All right.
So you said
I'm gonna slide through that for sure. I gotta try it.
You said what's the name of it?
It's called Porter Street Bistro.
I beat you to it, bro. I done already wrote it down. I'm gonna text it to you.
Papa Loki, you're the one to ask the question, right? Me and D Terrell kind of already knew about Porter Street Bistros, but I haven't checked it out. I gotta check it out. I'm the only one in the city right now. I gotta go check it out. I am. So other than Porter Street Bistro, because you go hard for them, you really do. Can you name anything else? If you gone, you come back and say Porter Street closed. You know what I mean?
Porter Street closed.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta go to Dixie Queen.
Man, come on, man. Flip it off.
Hold on, wait.
Here you go.
If Lotta Burger ain't open.
I ain't had that in a minute.
But which Dixie Queen though?
I ain't been there in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But which Dixie Queen though?
I feel like I know which one.
The capital is on Mount Moriah. You know how every city and state got a capital? I feel like the capital of Dixie Queen is Mount Moriah.
That's not the one I thought you was gonna say. I ain't even gonna lie.
Which one?
I thought you was gonna say the one in the Haven, but
Nah. I don't even like the one in the Haven.
You don't like the one in the Haven?
I like the one on 3rd Street.
3rd Street.
I tell you the one that's slow over there on. I know that's right. One more time. Tell him one more time. Wow. I love a nice 2-piece. But anyway, since we're talking about Dixie Queen and 2 pieces, anyway, the one that slaughtered me, no disrespect to them, but it's over there on Winchester and Lamar. There don't never be no cars over there. And if ain't no cars, ain't no long line, they tell you something.
Hey, Brink, just to say it for what it is, bro. They just opened one up in Cordova. You think it's gonna flourish?
It's gonna flop.
You hear me? And we gonna say why. I ain't gonna say why. They just put their pictures up. It's so clean and nice. It looks so up to date.
They gonna have a 99. They gonna have a 99 score with the health department.
But
the one that got a 95. That's the one I want.
I need a little bit of dirt, dirt on the outside wall.
I need a little mold in the ice.
Little grease on the trap. You know what I'm saying?
That builds your immune system.
But, you know what? I'm not finna do this with now one of y'all today.
What?
Because he talking about they're gonna have a 99 with the health department. Brink talking about mold in the ice machine, and you talking about some dirt everywhere.
Now, I ain't saying nothing about no roaches.
I don't want no roaches.
I just want a roach.
With a fly flying over here somewhere. Where I can swap.
I can deal with that.
I want the same grease. that's been in there for the last 2-3 days. That's what I
You
was
heard
saying.
me? Oh yeah, I want to taste that burger. I want to taste that burger that you cooked.
You're not like, what's the gun on Bill Street you took me to, bro? With that old grease.
Yes, bro.
Oh,
Like, look, I know.
it's
Look,
right there on Bill Street. You got the little.
I always forget the
But they
name
got
of that.
it's now
The grease is like
110 years
two-
old.
Well, let me state the obvious. All right.
Somebody get this man off the radio right now.
We done went through all this. Oh,
Get this man off the radio.
That was for the radio. That was for Brink. All right, that was for Brink. That was for the radio. That was for Brink.
You know, getting hell well.
I'm talking about.
Ain't
bro,
go back.
they had
Ain't
nice
nobody
uniforms.
in there gonna be smoking no Newports. They're gonna be
They
smoking
had a nice,
Marlboros.
bro. Hey, y'all three. They had nice uniform. They had the hat, the white hat that come to the fort, the point. They
No
had the
stains on the uniform.
stains or nothing, bro.
Nah, I need stains. I need grease stains.
Hold on, bro.
The grill was so clean. fool.
When did Dixie Queen get uniforms?
Exactly. It's in Cordova, my boy.
They turning that John into Good Burger.
Man, I can't take it. Man, I'm greasy with this Queen Burger, man. Hot as a bug. Oh my God, Brink, how you so funny with a straight face, bro? Like I can't do
Bruh,
it.
the man telling straight jokes like this.
Yep. It went away.
I thought you were gonna ask something along the lines of, you know,
Where
like,
did you get your interview skills?
Nah,
Yeah.
it was something that had to do with the comedy aspect of it. Like
Arsenio Hall. Arsenio Hall. I would say watching him as a child, like staying up to watch him, I was so influenced by it. And then like getting into this field, I went back and watched those old interviews on YouTube, and they always have different jokes and, you know, different facial expressions and stuff like that. So I felt like it was critical to be more Arsenio Hall than what's my man's name? Don Cornelius, because I studied him too. He was so dry on Soul Train. And now we have Nelly and the Saint Lunatics. So what are you guys doing with this country grammar?
I talked to Mr. I Got Hair up here. He always speak highly of you.
My guy O'Shea Jackson Jr.
I'm talking about forever. Somebody else said it. I was happy I could say today was a good day. Looking at
There you go. I rock with him though, for real. I rock with him.
Man, look, we ain't heard that on the show since Levita. Man,
Bro,
she
you
came
know we
through.
all
She came through, man.
us.
Yeah.
I couldn't even
on,
check her
Levita.
back. I feel bad.
I can check Levita.
Yeah.
Nah, I can check Levita.
Check
I'm gonna
her
be
for me.
nice. I'm gonna be nice on y'all platform. But when I see her, ladies and gentlemen, Aretha No Franklin. Let's make it happen.
Oh my God, I can't take it, Brink. I can't take it, Brink.
Make it happen.
But I did want to ask you this. So with every accolade that you've accomplished, everything that we said, the memorable interviews, the things that you've done that mostly nobody else done. You know what I mean? What is the end goal for Brink Young? What is the mountaintop for you?
The mountaintop and the end goal for me is to be at the mountaintop and look down and see all the things that I helped build. I'm a lot like 50 Cent when it comes down to it. I remember watching BET Access Granted back when they used to have this show. And I remember the very end, the closing credits, 50 Cent was on there saying, y'all gonna be sick of me. We gonna have G-Unit movies, G-Unit books, G-Unit clothing. We already got G-Unit music. And I was so inspired by that. So I said, man, I'm gonna have Brink TV. I'm gonna have Brink Radio. I'm gonna have Brink Films. I'm gonna do Brink Magazine. But my main thing is to be able to put more people in position to succeed. I just want to be able to say, you see him over there? I had a hand in that. You see her over there? I had something to do with it. You see him over there, them over there? I gave them advice in the beginning. You see them over there? I gave them their seed money to start their business. That's where I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
In order to be called great, who have you made great? I'm busy making me great. So once I make me great, I'm going to make everybody I come in contact with who's trying to do something positive, try to make them great as well. Big Boogie, he had a status on Facebook today. It said, if you had 50 million, what would you do? I commented, I would buy major features from major artists for indie Memphis artists that I respect. That's what I would do with my money, just to help them get further. Type of person I am.
That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not gonna act like you can just drop that gem.
Because there was
Man.
a gym.
That was a gem.
Man.
A big one.
That was a gem. Hey, you ain't doing nothing. Head over to the social medias, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Man, go like it and share it, man. Help your boys out. CutTheMalarkey.tv, man. CutTheMalarkey.tv. Head over there, like, share, subscribe. Man, help your boys out.